What's up, everyone? Welcome to PopCulture.com's group chat, where we talk about all the reality TV news of the week that we care about and you really need to know. I am in the studio with you guys. Anna Root here. Hey, and joined with my other co-hosts.
I'm Jameson Brown.
And I'm Victoria McGotomy.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's so nice to actually
it's nice
be here in the studio with you instead of my robot self. I know that was a conspiracy theory that I'm secretly a robot, but no, I'm a real person.
Proven right here.
Yes,
she is real.
live.
I'm real, guys.
You are human. We're so excited to have you here, too.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for rejoining us, Victoria. We love whenever you stop.
I mean, I'm honored.
Yes, as you should be. No, it's going to be a really good show. It's going to be a good show for you to join in on because we have got a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. We just talked to Jenelle Evans in the studio yesterday, so I'll be sharing some details with the interview from there. Yeah. We're going to break down the Oscars. You know a lot about it, but we're going to dig in a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some Kardashian drama, as always, with those sisters. I know, they're ramping up
usual.
that press.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to dive into some of the darkness behind that Mama June from Hot to Not,
Yes.
or from Not to Hot. Family Crisis, the official longest TV show name ever.
Yes.
So there's a lot behind that. Let's get started. We'll dive in with Jenelle. So she's from Teen Mom 2, in case people don't know. You guys obviously know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
We write about her all the time. She's had a lot of controversy in the past. And
She's been through a lot the last year.
She has.
To say the least.
She has. So I was actually very surprised whenever she said that she wanted to come into the studio and talk with us here.
Yeah.
So she came in yesterday and was great in the studio. It was a great interview. Opened up, was super honest about what is going on with her MTV contract right now, because she is still in a non-compete contract until April, despite not being on the show last year. And then also, kind of having to stay stuck and not do anything else.
Yeah.
So she was saying that she's in limbo with that, and it's a little stressful, but she's trying to focus on her YouTube channel because that allows her to tell her story by herself.
Yeah.
Which is something that was really interesting to me, actually.
Well, and I was going to say yesterday, I mean, she was very detailed. She was very honest, and she was so sweet.
Yeah.
And, I was shocked that she was willing, to just say so much, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because she has been through a lot lately. So what is she going to do next?
She says she's kind of waiting till April because that's when she can actually reach out to other production companies and see what is next. Yeah. But right now she's so stuck in limbo with that, but she's just kind of playing it by ear. She said that people are really interested in what she's doing, as we know.
Yeah.
Us included.
So with her current contract that expires we don't know in April.
They could renew
something
it,
could
but
happen either way, so we don't know. So she can't right now. So she's bound. So can she not do anything else with anybody? She has to kind of wait, like you said, in limbo. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
she has to wait in limbo for that. So I was like, oh man, that's frustrating. She's like, well, yeah, they kind of go back and forth from being like, oh, well, it was just going to not be this season.
Yeah.
But then also she said that they haven't been in a ton of contact with her.
I'd go stir crazy.
Does she want to go back to Teen Mom?
She said that she's really kind of not sure right now.
Yeah. Because
the options are so many.
Yeah.
And because everything is so, I think she used the word iffy, which I thought was apt. She's just waiting, basically, waiting for April. And if she is released from her contract in April, then she said that she'd maybe want to do something in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But also that maybe she'd want to do something behind the camera, having grown up around TV production. I mean,
she's had cameras in her face since she was like, what, 16?
Yeah, seriously, because
literally over a decade. Yeah. Poor girls have cameras right here. How is she doing outside of just this show? How is her, I don't know if she talked about her relationship any, but like where is she at with all of that? How's she doing?
She wanted to keep like the relationship stuff on the down low, which I respect, because there's a lot of that's getting put on blast. And as we've talked about on this podcast before, it's kind of a tricky situation.
Yeah.
So get that. But she said that she's just moved from North Carolina to Nashville. She still has her house in North Carolina, so she's going back and forth because she owns that house.
Yeah.
And she's renting a place in Nashville. Said that the 2 kids that are with her in Nashville, Kaiser and Ensley, Jace is still with her mom in North Carolina because of their existing custody issues. They are settling in well, and she's really liking it. She said there's more opportunity in Nashville than in her sleepy little beach town.
Yeah.
But she said she's still not sure what the ultimate is going to be, because...
Come on to Nashville.
I know. But she's liking Nashville, right?
Yeah, cool she really likes it. So
yeah.
I was glad to hear that she's doing well. I mean, she's definitely polarizing to people who watch Teen Mom.
I know when she walked in yesterday, I was kind of a little starstruck.
I've never gotten more text messages from people who I really don't talk to that much than when I shared a picture of us together on Instagram. I got messages from everyone
That's
saying,
hilarious.
"Oh my God, what was it like?"
Do tell.
I send back the link and I say, "Give me a click." That's not true. That's not true.
I love it.
But it was really good. We have so much stuff from that interview. You can watch that interview on popculture.com. It's on our Facebook, and there's just a ton of articles that we're writing about it
There's
too.
a bunch.
So, but we won't give it all away here.
Yeah. You gotta go read it on the website.
Absolutely. So let's move on to the Oscars. Amazing year for me personally, because Parasite was A, the only Best Picture nominee that I saw, and B, by default, my favorite.
Nice.
So watching it take home Best Picture and then 4 other Oscars was amazing for me. I love Bong Joon-ho so much, and him saying that he was going to go just get drunk.
That was hilarious. So he was like, let's just start drinking. He's like, I'm going to start drinking. I was like, okay.
I just got 4 Oscars. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, for real. I mean, after 1, I'd say that. So he's just racking up 2, 3, and then 4. I'd be having some cocktails.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the results and who won?
With Parasite, I was shocked that it won that many. I definitely thought it was between that and 1917 for Best Picture. So it was cool to see that take Best Picture. I was not all expecting him to win Best Director. I thought what they were going to do this year was, since Tarantino has won multiple Best Original Screenplays, they were going to, like, this, and with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, this was going to be like Tarantino's year for director. Yeah. But they didn't. They gave Best Original Screenplay, Director, all of it to Parasite all the way. So
I was going to say wild. That was my biggest shocker, was like that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just like did not get anything.
I have to say, I've heard some mixed reviews from people about it. I know people who really loved it and people who were really iffy on it. So
yeah, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those, you really have to be, in my opinion, a Tarantino like fan of how he does movies and how he tells stories.
He's got a style.
I mean, he writes his movies and he films them. They're 3-hour kind of epics, and they're presented like novels the way they're set up with pieces coming in. But I was shocked too that it didn't take home more than it did. I think Brad Pitt got the Best Supporting for it, but
I was
like
happy for him.
That was kind of the only like big push it had, and then they panned to Tarantino just kind of sitting there with no Oscars for the night, but whatever. He's got 2 already, so whatever. He's good.
Fine.
He's good. His shelf is okay.
Yeah, so. His name's a synonym with film. Like, he's gonna be okay.
He will be okay.
Everyone that I spoke to is really happy that Parasite got as much as they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because it was such a quality film.
Well, and the first non-English language film to ever win Best Picture, which thank God, because there's so many foreign language films out there, and so many people don't see them, and even people who I consider, really apt film viewers, when I was saying, guys, Parasite's super good, you have to go see it, they were saying, oh, it's subtitles, I don't want to read the entire time. And that's lazy. I will go on the record and say that's lazy.
Yes.
So
that prevents you from seeing a good movie.
It was amazing.
And it took home best foreign language film or best international film, however you want to say it. But like, it took home both, which I thought was kind of the mic drop move from the Academy. They're like, we love this movie that much that we're going to do this twice.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I know that we could go into like what is you're making a face at me.
Can we talk about Eminem?
Yes.
Oh yes.
I mean, about to bring up Eminem.
We like went so far into like the movie, like talk about the movies and the, all of that, but we forgot about Eminem.
And we can't forget about him. He literally was the most shocking part of the evening for me.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yeah, because why was he there?
The question of the night. It was like and I love how on the little the way they transitioned into it with the films and stuff. It was the Deliverance banjo piece that segued into Eminem, and then out pops Eminem with Lose Yourself. I was like, what in the hell is going on with like how this happened? But okay, sure.
And the reactions on people's faces. Oh my God. I think Billie Eilish was probably the most famous reaction.
She seemed very confused throughout the evening.
But then some people were just like spitting out lines like they knew everything. It was so cool.
I mean, I do know all the words to that song, but it's been 18 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I think,
no wonder Billie Eilish was confused. She's like, I was not alive for this.
Yeah, that's why.
Like, I wasn't even born, y'all, so okay.
Even more impressive.
Who is this person? What is this song and movie?
Oh, baby.
Yeah. That is actually what I was going to bring up, though, because like, there were really a few super confusing moments of the evening. Yeah. That was the big one. The other one, why was Black China there? She was one of the first people to show up on the red carpet, so I'm scrolling through, the red carpet looks of the evening, and I go, huh? What?
It's one of those things where if you go to red carpet events, there are random people that show up that you would think just like wouldn't be there. But when Black China was there, I mean, I'm not trying to hate, but I was like, what are we doing?
I don't get it. Yeah, giant question mark for me. I was scrolling through.
You guys know. Let us know because
I was scrolling through Twitter, and that was like the first of the Academy stuff for the Oscars. That was the first thing I saw. It's like, wait a second, like. Okay.
Yeah. My first reaction, and this is maybe rude, sorry, Black China, or not sorry, I don't really care, was, I guess it's not that hard to go.
Where's the group chat shade I love?
If she gets to go.
Yeah,
why are we there?
Yeah, it kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit, but
Yeah. Like, who's giving out these plus ones because they are generous?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Needed to fill the seats, I guess. Okay.
She just wanted
maybe they needed some seat. Yeah, she was the seat filler.
Listen, if she came with like a good fashion moment, I'd be here for it. But I do have to say, I love red carpet fashion so much. This year was kind of a letdown for me. Everyone looked beautiful, but it wasn't very interesting.
Yeah, like kind of like pretty straightforward with everything.
Yeah.
So
I did like Billie Eilish's outfit.
Yeah,
I thought hers was cool. I liked the green hair.
That's her quintessential look.
Yes.
That's how I picture her in my mind.
Yeah.
Like when she's up there running around.
It'd be reverse if like she like wore something not as like dramatic or something.
Yeah,
like
she
wait a
showed
second,
up in, like,
this is
a black ball gown.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Waiting for
Story
the
of the
day
night.
that happens, that she just like dressed. It's kind of like when Gaga would come to these red carpet events like with such eccentric outfits, like a meat dress.
Yeah.
I was just about to say the meat suit. Yeah. Yep.
And then one day she just shows up looking all like normal.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, like
I remember that.
The rest of us, I don't know.
It was we were all like, is she cosplaying a normal person? I don't know what's going on. This has got to be something more interesting.
Confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty weird. So, Oscars, I get it. You want to be classy, but also step it up, people. I want something.
I mean, listen, they had Eminem this year, so I feel like they're trying to like really engage with the viewers, try to step it up a little bit.
Engage with what viewers? Who's that for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because the Oscars to me, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like the Oscars to me is probably, I feel like I'm going out on a limb saying this, they're probably one of the most boring.
Oh yeah, they're super boring.
Like award shows for me personally to watch. But having someone like Eminem up there, I just feel like they're like, all right, well, if it's cool enough for Eminem, then.
I will say, I think that's what they are trying for.
Yes.
I don't know if they're succeeding with it because we saw the ratings were bad. Yeah. And, but I mean, they're trying to, get some more, eyeballs on the television, but it didn't seem to work. So
they had Janelle Monáe up there. I thought her performance was confusing.
I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought, okay, one of my favorite movies, Midsummer, however you want to say it, that was like the whole, how that thing was outfitted, like the majority of it, and that wasn't even nominated this year, so whatever.
It was a nice little nod. She looked amazing. She had like a bejeweled cape on. I'm here for it. Whatever. It's more interesting than what everyone else was doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So.
We have to move on because this Oscars talk is like going forever.
I think we're done with the Oscars.
I'm done with the Oscars. I'm done with this year of movies. And in general, it's only February. Oh my God. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got Kardashian drama and Mama June to cover, so there's a lot. All right, we are back and we are talking about Mama June.
I don't even know how to start with this.
I'll start.
Please do.
I was, and I think I can speak for all of us, I was highly shocked that she was even mentioned in this trailer or anything around it. I thought that when this show did come back, it was going to be, kind of quietly without her and kind of moving into, the rest of the family and that kind of be it. But front and center, they went with Mama June, family crisis, new title, and okay, so I guess we're in now.
Even in the trailer, it's Honey Boo Boo, who she's 14. We should probably just call her Alana.
Right.
Eating cereal, and her mom's face is on a milk carton. Like, ooh, that's bleak. I don't know. Is that okay?
I know. That's what I was telling Anna before. I was like, I don't know. It made me feel some type of way. Like, I'm all for reality television, but this is legitimately like a mother and daughter. Yeah. Like, there's issues there. Obviously, we've seen Mama June struggle publicly. And I just feel like they're making it to be so televised. I mean, I don't know how to put my words together right now to try and say what I'm trying to say, but it just seems sad to me. It just kind of made me sad when I watched that trailer.
Kind of a full body blah.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's like it's that time in reality television where it's become.
Have we gone too far?
Too real.
Yeah.
And it's. But they seem to be, in this case, which I have not seen before, doubling down on it. Hence the milk carton in the trailer. So. That makes me think: is there something they know already that's things are already kind of shaping up okay that they can do this, or are they just saying, screw it? We're going to double down on it and be those people. I
think. Well, here's the latest on it actually, because TMZ just came out with this morning. So for people who aren't on Mama June patrol, bless you, because it's a hard patrol.
You're really missing a lot.
We walk the line for you.
The sacrifices we make.
Seriously, but she got arrested back in, when was it? March?
Yeah, it was early of last year.
Last year, back with her boyfriend Gino Doak. They were both charged with possession of crack cocaine and paraphernalia, and they have since kind of been on not the run. They both pleaded not guilty, and they've been on the road. She sold her house for a significant loss. The family's been very concerned. She sent a message to her daughters the other day that was incomprehensible, which was really tough to watch. So she's got some substance abuse problems, allegedly. And the new report from TMZ was saying that she's actually not going to make any money off of this new season because she's not technically an active participant. She's not sitting down with the WeTV cameras and doing interviews. They're just going to use clips of her in court and stuff like that. And the rest of it will be surrounding the family who's in crisis. And I can't tell if that makes it better or worse.
Well, but they angled it what was in the trailer? It was what's it gonna be like when Mama comes home? I guess maybe they're just gonna talk about that the whole season.
I think probably because she's not home as we know.
Because Mama's not home.
Mama's not home.
So
maybe Mama will come home.
Maybe Mama will come home. See, now I feel bad. Gosh, it's like
don't feel bad. You've done nothing.
It makes me sad.
It's a sad situation.
Well, because I feel like their fans have been so invested for so many years, then all of a sudden she's doing this weight loss, and people are really in it, and then she's just, I don't know, drugs, man. Don't do them, kids.
Guy, is it Gino Doak? Bad news.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he is a good influence on her.
Need to ditch that guy. He is he needs out of the picture. She needs to get back on track, get the help she needs, and ditch the loser.
If I remember, though, the kids weren't a fan of him.
No, they
Okay.
they hated him. They got in like fights and stuff. I mean, it was bad. They hated him.
Yeah.
He's a bad influence. We have to move on because we could talk about this for forever. And the time is ticking right in front of my face. Man, filming in the studio with the clock is way more stressful. But we'll just end on this note. Don't do drugs and don't date losers.
Give hugs.
Drugs,
not drugs.
No, not drugs. Not hugs.
Oh my God,
No,
Hugs, not drugs.
reverse that advice.
We'll edit that out. Okay. We'll move on to the Kardashians to get away from my horrible, horrible flub. There's not
What
much
else
to
is
talk
new?
about here, which is good because who cares? Us, a little bit.
Love it.
Answering my own question, I guess. As season 18 ramps up for its premiere in March.
Season 18.
I don't even want to go into how young I was or old I was whenever the show first started, but it's interesting. Interesting that we're here.
Yep.
But of course, with Kourtney being kind of the whipping boy of every season, she has once again come into drama with Khloe and Kim. Khloe on the night of the Oscars, or maybe the morning after, in the early morning, tweeted that she had her night ruined by Kourtney, who she went to the Oscars with.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Kourtney responded with an Instagram saying that she got ditched by Khloe halfway through, and Khloe commented, "Yeah, I'm still not feeling you."
So here's the real question. Are they legitimately fighting, or is this to just like ramp things up before the season? Because it seems like something conveniently
Seems
happens.
well timed.
Only the good God above can know, but I think it's totally scam because it's really coincidentally timed with the press that they're doing for season 18.
Yeah.
It's right. They were weirdly getting along whenever the show wasn't on, despite the fact that they were really in a fight during the finale, and then month happened, they were fine, and now they're mad again.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, we are on season 18.
Yeah.
And I think this show needs a bit of an overhaul.
Yes.
I was gonna say, when do you think they're gonna like just the cord?
I don't
Film
know.
those kids.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even saying have to kill the show, but you know, if I was, you know, Mama Chris, I would say let's get back to kind of the basics of actual real reality television. You know, or at least kind of ramp down the just heavily like overly produced, you know, scenarios like this, because it's tough.
We're seeing that in TV a lot. I mean, like, we've talked about this, but even The Bachelor, you know what I mean? It's just like,
It's aggressive.
how much do we need the producers involved at this point? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the producers just need to like take a step back for a second. You know, like, let's just be real.
Our media savvy has gone up significantly since
Yes.
both of these shows started airing. So now it's easy to see those seams.
Oh yeah.
Even in shows like Vanderpump Rules, there was a shot a couple weeks back where there was a conversation happening between two people, and every time you looked back, the person's hair was a different length because they'd clearly reshot it several times.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. I
We're
mean,
not stupid. Give us a break.
Yeah.
the people are catching on.
Yeah.
We are. I just think, I mean, the Kardashians have probably interesting lives. They get to go to the Oscars and are very rich, unless the secret is that being rich is really boring, which I think it might be.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see kind of a day in the life of, honestly, even if it was one episode and it was a little boring. I mean, I think that would be highly engaging just to see like the reality, like the actual realities of like where you go, what you do, what they're doing, and how they're doing it. I don't know. That's just
Do you know how engaged I was when Kim took everyone behind the scenes on her Instagram stories and showed us the real kitchen that all the food is made in? Because that kitchen that's on the show is not what they cook in. Okay?
Show that stuff.
Yeah, like
Not these
I was
fake
like
kitchens with no food in them.
Yeah, show me all of your 5 fridges that contain 5 different milks for the 8,000 kids that are running in and out of that house. Like they had, she was like, each of my kids drinks a different milk. I'm like,
and then we all Parasite style emerged from the basement to eat the rich. That's disgusting.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Jameson. Like, I really would like to see something a little less produced and more just real. And to be very honest with you, I don't think that maybe the sisterly arguments are necessarily fake, but I think that they ramp up on certain things at certain points in time. And it's like, I don't know. I just kind of want to like, let's get back to the basics.
Well, and how warped is your brain after being on reality television for 18 years.
Well, no
to
wonder
the point
Courtney
where
wants
you're
to step back.
Well, and to be like, oh, well, I'm kind of mad at my sister. This would be a great plot line. Like, can you imagine? That's horrifying.
That's like that has now become, ironically, like your real life.
Yeah.
Is real life things having to be staged to be on television. It's a weird cycle. We're getting into it.
Really
that stuff.
weird cycle.
Scary.
But do you think
very meta.
Do you think the Kardashians would continue to be as big as they are without the show? I mean,
yes. At this point, they're like America's royal family. We're so obsessed with everything that they do. Even myself, who has really mixed kind of contempt and admiration for them.
I love them.
Everything
very
they do.
Bag with that.
Yep.
I'd be very curious. I think I agree that my end answer would be yes, but I'd be very curious to see if they didn't have the show, what the route would have been to kind of like how they would have gone about it if that had it not been at least in the beginning the show and then then made their moves as individuals and in the business world and things like that. But I'd be very curious to see what those first few years would have been like and what they would have done. Yeah, where would we be now?
Maybe Kim would still be organizing Paris's closet.
I know, right?
You never know.
She'd still just be hanging out with the other celebrities.
All right, that's enough Kardashian talk for the day. Our brains melted sufficiently.
Yes.
Let's go on to our pop culture picks. We do this every week. You'd imagine I know how to say it at this point. We'll do a run by real quick just because we've had a lot happen this week. So,
yes.
I will start because I'm very passionate about mine.
Yes.
The Westminster Dog Show just wrapped up last night, Tuesday night. What day is it? Who knows? It wrapped up this week. And a poodle named Seba, won. I was devastated because that poodle, while being very extra, is also horrifying looking because poodles who are shaved that way scare me. I was rooting for the Pekingese named Wasabi, who was described as having
a good name.
I know.
Nailed it. Sorry,
Wasabi.
go ahead.
He was described as having a distinctive and distinctive and distinguished walk. And then they panned over to this what could be best described as a fuzzy little pancake waddling around on the floor. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. I was rooting for him to win, and he was robbed.
Oh. Wasabi, our hearts go out to you.
Justice for Wasabi and for Bono, the Havanese, who won last year and was amazing.
That's hilarious.
I love that you watched that.
Absolutely.
Because it's one of those things that when you're flipping the channel and it's on, you're like, oh, I'll stay on here for just a minute. And then you keep
2 hours,
flipping.
Well, then,
It's like, well, 2 hours later.
That first thought, and then I'm like, I'll check it for like 2 minutes, and then like 2 hours, I'm like, all right.
And it keeps going. Yeah.
Let's do this, Wasabi.
Wasabi, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And then there was one more moment where, if you listen to what the announcers are saying, they have to talk for like 8 hours. So it gets more deranged as the night goes on.
Yes.
And this one guy.
I can't even imagine that.
He said they were talking about a certain dog, and he goes, well, yes, and they're known to have a toe fetish. And then there was
Wait, what?
There was a 3-beat silence, and then one of his fellow announcers goes, where are you getting this information? It was the funniest thing that's ever happened.
Whoa, that puts the other person in such an awkward commentating spot.
Like,
you're just okay, what do I do with this sound bit? Because it's going to be weird.
Good thing this is the Westminster Dog Show and no one's listening to us, maybe. I was listening, guys.
Except us on GroupChat. We caught it, and it's happening now.
And it's very funny. I loved it. Thank you. Also, I believe you. Some dogs are weird with toes. Who knows?
I mean, they do lick them.
Yep.
So mine, I've got 2 again. I know I keep sneaking into every week, and I'll go quick. First was the Oscars. Huge movie nerd, love movies.
Oh, yeah.
So I always love seeing it, even though the ratings are plummeting. I always like to see kind of who's winning what, specifically in the best original.
You're keeping them afloat.
Yeah, I'm the one viewer left.
Jameson right here.
Keep
Someone
it
send
coming.
this man an Oscar.
So the Oscars were fun for me, and second was Jenelle coming in. I thought that was really cool. She was super nice and came up here and kind of told her story and was real detailed with everything. It was a great experience on both ends, I think, and we couldn't be happier with everything. So a big thank you to Jenelle for coming in.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to squeeze in too. I'm going to pull a Jameson.
You got it.
But first off, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston once again hanging out at an after party. I'm obsessed with them. I want them to get back together so bad. I literally live for this couple.
There's a paparazzi photographer who has you hanging by a thread right now. He's like, I'm just gonna go snap this random picture of them standing by each other. Boom, sells it for like $100,000.
I'll be sold.
Now
Yes.
Right here.
Who's the first person to view it? Me.
She's swooning.
Literally died when they got a divorce, and now I feel like I'm being brought back to life that they're hanging out.
You know what? You know my feelings about them getting back together.
I know.
But I'm happy for you. If they get back together, I'll
There you
think,
go.
you know what? Victoria's real happy right now. And I'll squash my negative feelings.
Yes. You just have a space for me in your heart.
I will.
And on a sentimental note, I think it was so nice I think it was very sad, but maybe it kind of, I don't want to say shut a door because I feel like that's too just choppy, but you know, Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and then the rest of the victims were all laid to rest this week. And so I just think that was very like, you know, I know a lot of people mourned it, but I think a lot of people are just kind of like, okay, 2 weeks after.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I just thought that was really nice. I feel like there's a nice little door being shut and, you know, kind of a new one opens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to say it.
No, it's
a sad thing, but it was just
There's a moment in time for like that piece of closure and for grieving to really start and move on with that process.
because I know all of us were really shocked here when we saw the news. Like I've just never seen people on their days off we were all jumping in and doing things, and so I just know that was everyone, you know, in the media. And so to kind of like start talking about like, okay, we're kind of, you know, wrapping this up and we're talking positive things about all of the family members, and the family members are saying, you know, that they're so thankful for everyone that's reached out. It was just kind of nice, you know.
It's the memorializing part has begun because now we're over the shock and awe.
Exactly.
Okay, Anna put it, yes.
Like that set.
I can't put my words together.
And the celebration of life piece of that, which is
the starting to remember the legacy.
So that was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thanks for putting that sentimentally.
I know we have a nice.
There's a place for that. We have that in the chat too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap up for the week. Don't forget to follow us, popculture.com. We've got all the up-to-date news and all that Jenelle stuff.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'm at Anna Rumor on Twitter if you want to tweet at me.
I'm at Jameson G. Brown.
I'm the Instagram user. I'm at Vimagotomy. Come hang with me on IG.
Perfect. Well, we will see you next week. So don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe us. We're everywhere: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, etc., etc. 5 stars only if you don't want me to cry personally at night. Have a good one, guys.
Have a place for us in your heart.
Yeah.